Alright folks, welcome to this episode. In this exciting video, we're away to go on another adventure near, I don't know if you saw it, it was either in the last video or a few videos ago, but we were at the Reekie Linn in a storm. But today, it's a beautiful day, the river's probably going to be a bit lower. I'm joined by BKR, channel historian. We're away to go for a mission down to the bottom of the Reekie Linn to have a look at the waterfall and see if there's any damage been done by the recent storm. So we've just come in for the main road here and we're greeted by this cool little bridge. Look at this. It's made with old railway sleepers. Look at that, there's big stones over the top of that. That's crazy. Anyway folks, we're away to take this cliff top path along here and we'll update you when we see something cool. We've come off the main path now and we've come down this side path which just takes us down below the level of the waterfall, and we've just noticed this whole bit's been washed out, and there's why, look, the water comes out of the ground there, flows down, totally washed the path right out. So we're being super careful, aren't we?
Yes, BKR.
Yeah, this is more treacherous than I remembered. This is crazy folks. This is the original path down here though, because we can see here how it cuts 90 degrees. Look at this is a wonderland in here. Long time viewers of the channel may recognise this place. The reason I think this is properly a path is because this, like I believe this has been something at one time. What do you think, AKR? What's this been?
I don't know, it's just like a bit of a handrail or a fence post or
I think
something.
so. Because it is, I think the way the path comes round it looks like that's been what it is.
It does look like there has been a path here.
But it's so washed out up there where we came, it's crazy. So this is the second waterfall lower down than the Reekie Linn. And probably if the Reekie Linn wasn't even there, like, this would be an amazing place that local people would visit, but because the Reekie Linn is just round the corner, like, nobody ever comes to this scene. This is crazy folks, look at this. The way the landscape opens out here. Last week, the water would have been right over this probably. There is still a bit of water going over it like. This is still the River Isla, but when you see it down here it doesn't look near as ferocious as it does further up at the Reekie Linn like. It's incredible. All these trees here are just grasping onto the rock. It's amazing that they stand, but then there's never any wind down here because it's so low down in the vast fissure. Look how much moss and stuff is on that stick. That's crazy. Wow, look at the way it just drops in there. We'll have a waterfall here on the channel folks, especially one like this with all this around it. It's proper like wetland conditions down here like. We're nearing the big waterfall now and look at these like mushrooms here. They're proper like, they're all growing on this rotten tree all the way up. Yeah, look at them up there. Whoa. They are cool. They're all the way up that tree right to the top. See, it's certain types of funguses seem to like certain types of dead tree. And like once it gets into it, it must just spread through. Those ones appear to be living in the mossy stuff on top of that. We're right down in the middle of this giant chasm. Is that a word? We'll have to be careful here, but this is actually a stream we're standing in. walking through this. Real adventures. Live action once again on the channel, folks. There's no way we could have even walked down here in the storm, and the water would have been right up here above my head height. The river's dropped like 2 metres, I would say, since then. More. Probably like 3.5 metres. Because the last time the water was right up to that cliff. That's incredible, like, to see the comparison. There's a ring of like fungi there. And look at that one. That's actually similar to the ones we saw on that other tree. Whoa! Look how many fungi there is. Like, that is crazy. It's honestly like, because this is such a wet like hold in here, it's always moist and damp, and it hardly gets the sun at any time of the year, any day. So like, these funguses and mosses, like, they just thrive. AKR just alerted me to have a dead tree hanging up there. Surely it wasn't washed up there by the river. Must have fallen off above there on the cliff. A stick like that would just kill you straight away, like. This is the bit I like to call the Reekie Linn beach here, and I can't believe how much stones has been deposited here during that storm. It's crazy. This used to be like level, mostly sand, and now it's proper stones, like gravel. Here, we'll have to climb up to there to get a rough look. Look at these cliffs right around here, eh? What? That's insane. Whoa, the roar from the waterfall is so cool. I'm sure I just saw a fish jumping in the water there when I looked back at AKR. Like, it's maybe a brown trout louping. An interesting point that AKR was making here about this is, you can see that the water's been at a higher height for a long period of time there, and in the way it's worn it, there's a duck flying over. Aye, over a long period of time it's worn it, and you can see that now it's a lot lower. I just saw another fish jumping there when I was speaking to camera. This is insane here, look at this! What? Here we are, we're at the foot of the falls, folks. We've made it. As we saw in the video when we were up standing on top of that shed up there, like in the storm, the water was hitting this cliff here like in waves. The water was like clearing the waterfall by like 20 metres and landing away over here. It's a different animal today. There's still a lot of force in the water, but it's nothing like what it was. This place is so cool, like, the energy and the force of the water is totally epic. Like, here I can see there's people up on top of the waterfall, like looking down. See, there's actually wind created from the water here, so you can see the ferns blowing up on the side. And you can actually feel it. There's like a force created by the wind, like, it's insane. A force created by the wind, but there's a wind created by the water. It must be the way that it displaces the air as the water lands. On the cinematic shots at the start and end of the video, you maybe saw like the water on the lens. It's difficult to get shots without water going on the lens. That's how everything's so soaking. It's crazy to imagine this place like last week when the water was coming over it. Like, that's how these stones are eroded smoothly like this. It's insane. How did I even get up here? I don't even know. The depth of the water there is crazy. Like, the undercurrents must just wear it out. How that's worn its way through those rocks. And all these rocks as well, like creating this like unusual habitat, like. Every time you come to a place like this, you notice something new. You think I'll be able to clear this? There's people like up there on the cliff behind us looking down. Shout out to you if you're watching this video and that was you. So we're waiting to make our way back along to the smaller waterfall. I can't even remember what it's called. What did you think the smaller waterfall was called? Here, has somebody had a fire here? Looks like this section here has been actually burnt. Maybe somebody's been camping.
Somebody cut that tree and there's been a beaver.
Oh, that will be the same people that burnt that.
Well, will that be a beaver?
That's beavers can't climb that high.
Oh, somebody's got an axe, you're right. You're right, look, there's axe marks.
Somebody's actually cut this tree down. Yeah, it'll be the same people that set fire to the moss. Here we go, folks. We'll get this bit of driftwood and we'll put it over the edge of the waterfall to see what like. See how quick the water's moving. Where has it gone? There it is. It's going so quick. There, look how quick the water's moving. Like here, it's insane how much turbulence is down in that little bit there. Like. Right folks, I'll end this video here. Thanks very much for watching and we'll see you in the next one very soon.